In our tutorial today, we are going to learn how to link a registration page from a site to MySQL server in such a way that after they must have entered all their data and they clicked submit, immediately their data, their information will come to our database directly, just like we have here, whereby all their ID, the names, the gender, every of their information will be listed among this one here. So that's what we'll be doing today. So in other words, we are going to learn how to connect our website with database in today's tutorial. But for a start, let's see the website we would like to use. Let's use this site. I have a sample site over here. This site, the whole of this, I want us to use this site. So okay, let's preview to see what we have inside it. Okay, this is how the site looks like. So we are going to create a registration page here, a registration form, then we'll link it to MySQL database. So that's for that. Now all we have to do first is, okay, now whenever you install WAMP server on your system, it always comes with its own default folder. It always comes with its own installed folder, and the only place where you see it is in localhost. That's local disk. You see it in local disk. So open local disk, then you see the WAMP folder, which is this. Now when you open the WAMP folder, locate www. You see all the web works that has been associated with the database. But since we are about to create a website that is yet to be linked to the database, all you have to do is copy the whole of the site. As this one I want to work on, that's this particular, I open this index file, and everything here contributes into making this site the way it looks. Alright, so all we have to do is to copy everything we have here. That's to copy the whole of this folder. Copy the whole of the folder, then you come to the folder that's from this directory we have here, that's from local disk WAMP folder, then www. Paste the folder here, the folder of the website you want to link with database. So we don't have any problem with this again, so you can just close since we've copied what we need here. Now from here you can rename this folder for simplicity's sake. Let's call it dangled. Okay, let's give it another name. It's like there's one dangled there before. Let's rename this one as dangled. Okay, now after renaming it, the next thing we do now is open it. So the next thing we have to do is open the folder. When you open the folder, then the index file, we already know how it looks like. That's the website itself, which is this. So all you have to do next is open the index file with Dreamweaver. Right click, open with Dreamweaver. Then we'll wait for it. Now when it loads up, okay, it's still loading. When it loads up, this eye is going to look like. Now one thing you have to know again is that when linking a site to database, it has to be in PHP format, not HTML. This is an HTML document, that's index.html. It's not possible for you to link HTML to database, MySQL to be precise. So it's better you convert this document to PHP. So it has to be in PHP before it can now be properly connected to database. So let's receive this document as PHP, not as HTML this time. So for us to receive, you can go to File, Save As. then you cannot type index dot php, not HTML, then click save. Do you see? Index.php. Now look at this. On this side we have databases. You discover that we have 3 checks here. This is to tell you that okay, we are working with a PHP file and this document is ready to be linked with database. But when it was still on HTML, we have just a single check, which is still far from connecting to database. So it's better you convert it to PHP. So I no longer need this. I can close it. Even from the directory folder, which is this one here, I don't need this again, since I now have the PHP script as document. I can delete this one. Now when you delete this, the next thing is for us to come back here. Now let's make a proper connection to MySQL server. All we have to do is to create a new site by going to site, new site. When you select new site, this dialog box will display. All you have to do is give the site a name. Let's give it the name based on how we entered it from local disk. We gave it dangled there. Let's give this one to dangled. Now local site folder, that's the folder we created. Click on this. Okay, let's change to another. Once again, all we have to do is come to site, new site, then give it a name. You can type dangled. Now locate the site folder by coming here. Where's the folder we pasted? Dangled from www folder, remember? Then select dangled. Open. When you select open, don't choose any other thing, just click select. When you choose select, then click OK. After selecting that, then the next thing is for you to come to servers. On servers, select this plus icon to add a new server. Now give a server name. Server name is localhost, and you have to connect using local/network. Now the server folder is the one we entered earlier, that's dangled. Select. Now the web URL is localhost/dangled. Now when you're done with that, come back to advanced. Server model has to be PHP MySQL. Now click save. So on this part you have to click on testing to run the server immediately. Now click save. So you are now halfway connected to database. It's actually 100%, but as it is now, I can say we are now 50% connected to database. But for us to finish up the connection process, we have to come here, then select MySQL connection. MySQL connection. But just if in case you try looking for this database and you can't find it, you can come to window and bring it out from here. It's currently checked, that's why you see it out here. So let's assume it's this way and you need to bring it out. Just come to window and select databases. Automatically becomes active. Now for us to connect to database, click here, select MySQL connection. Now choose a connection name. The connection name can be dangled. Now MySQL server can be localhost. Now the username of my MySQL, that's the username of the WAMP server, and the password. The username is root and the password is school. But if you're not sure how to get the username and the password, let's show us how to do that. That's from the configuration. I told us whenever you install WAMP server, alright, so like I said earlier, whenever you install WAMP server on the system, it always comes with its own folder. Just come to my computer, local disk, locate WAMP folder. Now this time go to apps, phpMyAdmin, then look for the configuration. It's called config.inc. Right click on it to bring out option, then select edit with Notepad++. You may not have Notepad++ on your system because it's an editor. You can use the ordinary Notepad, or you can say edit with Dreamweaver CS5. So if you select edit with Notepad++, just for us to be able to view what we have inside it, this is what you get. So from here, the password is school, while the user is root. These are the information we need. So I can close this now. Close. The password, okay, the username is root, while the password is school. Because if the password is not correctly entered and you come to database, select, you have an error. So that is why you have to type in the right password, school, and then the database will not be revealed to you. So choose the database you want to use. The database we want to use is this one, government. We want to connect this registration form to that site. So we're using this. So all you have to do is select government. Now click OK. Alright, so choose government. Now you choose OK. Now automatically it is now connected. This is dangled. How do we know it's connected? Just click on this plus here. Check the tables. You see sensors there. And when you unveil sensors, you will see the field names involved. So this is to show that we are now perfectly connected to server. That's from Dreamweaver to WAMP server. So that's all for now. So in our next class, we are going to learn how to create the form and also how to link it with database. That'll be all for now. Bye.